I actually had a chance to sit down with Crystal Del Toro of the Busby Law Firm. She's representing the alleged sexual assault victims in the Deshaun Watson case and has an important message for anyone who may have experienced sexual assault. It's a case we're closely watching, that of former Houston Texans quarterback Deshaun Watson and the allegations of sexual assault and harassment. Someone who has worked closely on this case, fighting for the alleged victims, is Crystal Del Toro, associate attorney at the Busby Law Firm. As always, it's a pleasure to have you on my show. I love our conversations.
Thanks for having me back. It's good to be back.
And thank you for the work that you're doing. So tell us about who you are representing and have been representing.
Well, I represent the victims of sexual assault pertaining to this very important case that has dominated sports headlines for over a year now. I represent these women in the civil proceeding, which is different than the criminal proceeding.
Can you explain that a little? I think people get confused.
Yes, there are two parallel courses. There's a civil case and then there's a criminal case. In the criminal case, it's the state of Texas that is prosecuting someone who has allegedly been guilty of committing a crime. The victims in my case, are proceeding in a civil proceeding, which is different. And at times they can both run parallel, but I represent the victims of sexual assault in a civil case. And it's important that victims of sexual assault know their rights. If you've been victimized by anyone, and it's important that you come forward, be brave, and speak out.
And that's hard. I mean, I watch these women. That's not easy to do, especially with someone in power.
I will say I'm extremely proud of these women. I am passionate about representing them. They have been incredibly brave to speak out, to tell their story, to face the person that has victimize them. It's not acceptable, and we as a society need to decide where we draw the line. We cannot become desensitized to things such as sexual assault, be it in the workplace or otherwise.
And that's what's really unfortunate too, is of course these victims, we're seeing them, and I'm so appreciative of them coming forward. This is happening to women each and every day.
A majority of sexual assault victims are too afraid to come forward. A majority of the crimes are not reported, so it's extremely important that people speak out and that they come forward, and I'm here to help in any way that I can.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. I think that if you are a victim of it, of course, contact authorities, but then also talk to you. Where can we find out more information about you and where to get in touch with you?
Absolutely. I work at the Busby Law Firm. You can just Google the Busby Law Firm, and our phone number is available, or you can reach out to me via email at cdeltoro@txattorneys.com. I am always here to lend a helping hand in any way that I can. It's important that people who have been victims of sexual assault know what their legal rights and remedies are, and I'm happy to assist in any way that I can.
Crystal, as always, it's a pleasure having you on the show. Thank you for the work that you do.
Thank you very much.